Jess, you were telling me about a tough motherfucker here on the main card.
Oh yeah, Joanne Calderwood versus Jessica I. Man, Joanne Calderwood did one of the best performances I've ever seen her do. Highly impressed. Unfortunately, she doesn't get a reward. She gets a slight reward, but mostly a punishment to possibly challenge Valentina Shevchenko next. How did you see this fight first? And then we're gonna break down if she gets a title shot. But how did you see this performance?
I saw it as a good performance where I thought there was still a lot of there's a lot of deficiencies in her game. She really likes fighting out of that collar tie, but she gives up that underhook so easily. Her knees and elbows are good, but she just lets herself get smothered for long periods of time. That's difficult to work out of. By the way, was this the fight where Daniel Cormier was giving some of the weirdest commentary?
One of the weirdest commentaries I've ever seen. I don't know if he was drunk or he was trying to do some inside jokes. Like when sometimes you watch a wrestling event and they call the person by their old name, by their old.
It's like when Jerry Lawler's son used to wrestle and fucking Jim Ross would be on commentary nudging Jerry Lawler in the ribs about it because they didn't say it on screen.
Be like, that boy looks a lot like you. Yeah, that's kind of what this was like.
Oh, I'm sure he's a chip off the old block, isn't he, the old Jerry Lawler? I'm sure his dad's out there very proud, huh? Shit like that. No, but during during Joanne Calderwood's walkout, he kept going on about how Joanne was like dating a good friend of his. And then when Jessica I was making her walkout, he was talking about how she was really faithful and monogamous. Like he used the word monogamous as a big plus for her. And it was like, is he trying to let his friend know something about Joanne Calderwood here in a really really mixed, shadowy kind of way? That really distracted me from the fight. But overall, it was a good performance from Joanne Calderwood, who slowly pieces her way to the top. She really is stumbling towards Bethlehem. You know what I mean?
I hate to say this because, like, if you judge a man's body, no one will call you like a piece of shit. But because it's a female, I know it's going to come off wrong. But I question some of her fitness going into this fight. She didn't look as good a shape as I believe she can.
She's just Scottish. That's just what Scottish people look like. That's just what Scottish people look like. This is racist, honestly. Yeah, she's pasty. She's pasty, and it looks like shit. That's why people get tans.
No, it's the beer belly. Like it looks like a beer belly. It looks like she consumed.
Oh, she had Valerie Loreda's tan. She would be an Instagram thought too. It's all in the skin.
But no, I think that maybe she needs one or two more fights before she fights Shevchenko, because the problem stylistically with the fight against the champion is the fact that she does exactly what you do, but way better. And there's nothing that you do. It's not like she has a great ground game, great jiu-jitsu that can threaten Valentina Shevchenko. She's going to walk in and just do a poorer version of what Shevchenko is going to do to her.
Yeah, if she gets into that clinch, it is difficult to see it not ending with a good amount of Shevchenko takedowns, right?
Yeah, but then the next question is, if not her, then who?
Great question. I'm still waiting to find out. If I were to pull up, let me see who's at women's 125.
We have Jessica Andrade. I like that.
Oh, well, that's clearly who's next, but that's already booked, right? That's coming up. And that's a real motherfucking fight. It should be if it's not. I'm assuming that that's next. They have Lauren Murphy ranked way too high. Honestly, Calderwood might be the number one contender for me.
I would like to see I'd be down to see a Lauren Murphy versus Calderwood fight.
Name a top 10 opponent that Lauren Murphy has beaten. Name an opponent Lauren Murphy has beaten.
I agree with you, but because in the UFC rankings after that victory, Calderwood is number 6. I think she needs to fight a top 5 person. And Murphy, for whatever reason, is a top 5. So give me Jennifer Maia, give me Cynthia Carvalho. Like any one of those, I would love to see one more fight before Calderwood gets a title shot.
If you say so, I would be. I feel like if Calderwood and Lauren Murphy fought, that maybe they need to fight for a number one contendership. I feel like Calderwood should have the edge there. At the same time, Calderwood has dropped plenty of ones where I thought she had the edge. So what the fuck do I know?